If you were so crazy, then why do these people who think you're crazy, why do they consistently stalk you? If you were so horrible, you're this bad person, why do they continue to harass you? Why do they monitor you on a daily basis? Why are you in their mind 24/7? When they wake up in the morning, they think about you. When they're going to bed, they're thinking about you. If you were so crazy, if you were so horrible, why are they getting psychic readings on you? Why are they constantly looking into your life? Why are they spending their hard-earned money to do witchcraft on you, to block you? If you were this crazy person, if you were this liar, if you were this false anointed or this false prophet, why do they constantly have to pay psychics to look into you? Why do they constantly have to stalk you? That's because everything that they are saying is bluff. They know who you are. Why is it that the very people that will mock you for your gifts are suddenly now trying to portray being gifted? Why are the same ones that mocked you for being set apart, calling you weird, calling you crazy because you're not fitting in to their dynamic or their group? Why is it they try to proclaim to be chosen or proclaim to be set apart or proclaim, they're proclaiming all of the things that they mocked you about? Do you guys notice that? They are proclaiming all the things that they mocked you about. And you don't even have to go looking to see this revelation. God is just showing you. God is showing you. Listen, people don't stalk crazy people. People don't obsess over crazy people, right? People don't do witchcraft on people who are failures. Just listen. Listen to what I'm saying. People do not do witchcraft on people that they presume to be a failure. Yeah, they called you everything but a child of God. They called you dunce, they called you crazy, they called you stupid, but yet they're doing witchcraft on you. If everything that they said about you was correct, they wouldn't have to do witchcraft on you because you are already exactly who they say you are. You see, but they have to do everything to manipulate you into being who they want you to be so they can prove to others that they're right about you, so they can feel better about themselves, because they know that every single thing they said about you, you being a failure, you being crazy, you being mentally ill, you not being gifted, you being evil, everything that they said about you was projection. They know that that's who they truly are. Every single thing that the Pharisees called Jesus, that's exactly who they were. They were the false ones. They were the liars. They were the crazy ones. Imagine sitting there trying to plot someone's death and trying to twist someone's word, trying to find fault in someone. That's crazy. That's psychotic. Okay? Trying to plot someone's death and trying to find lies to plot their death. That's psychotic. That's a murdering spirit. That's why you can't take what everybody says about you too personal. Because when you know who you are and God has already called you by your name, He has already told you who you are in His kingdom, you don't have to worry about what everybody else thinks about you. If God said you are my anointed, done. You don't have to care about what everybody else says about you. If God says you are my prophet or my prophetess, you don't have to care what everybody else says about you. Let them think, let them say what they want to say about you, because the very people that talk this way about you, I'm telling you right now, you're already witnessing it. These are the very people that are trying to follow your footsteps. These are the very people that see you as a blueprint. They mimic everything about you. Yet in the beginning, they were mocking it. They were mocking it. Now they're all of a sudden taking notes from your life, monitoring you every day and taking notes about your life, taking little personality traits that you have and trying to implement it in their life, trying to implement it, trying to mimic that personality trait in hopes that it will lead them in the same direction as you. There's people out there paying witches and warlocks to block your destiny, to sabotage you, to mess with your sleep, yet behind closed doors, they're trying to do every single thing like you. But they told everybody you're crazy. But they're the ones paying their hard-earned cash to witches and warlocks, but yet you're the crazy one, right? Listen, a lot of people will project. They'll project their fear, their insecurities, they'll project everything that they hate about themselves on you. Because they know that you are exactly who God called you to be. And they want you to believe their false narrative about you so you can step back, so you can place yourself on their level, so you don't outshine them. A lot of it was manipulation. You have to pay attention to the facts. If you were so crazy, like they said, they would not be obsessing over you. If you were so demonic and evil, like they said, they would not be monitoring you. Because even many of us who are being attacked by people who are wicked and evil and demonic, we don't monitor them. We don't want anything to do with them. We stay clear of them. We don't even want them on our social platforms. Like, we block everybody. But you see, they go out of their way to monitor us. The only way we get information about what they're doing and what they're up to is when God warns us or when God shows us things so we can take heed. We don't even want them in our radar. If anything, we want them to leave us alone. If you were the crazy, the demonic one, the bad one, if you were everything that they said, they would not be monitoring you. If you were crazy, they would not be obsessing over you. If you were truly a failure, like they said, they would not be doing witchcraft on you. Why? If you're such a failure, why do they have to do witchcraft on you? That's pointless. You're already failing, right? Listen, God's facts about you is all that matters. God's facts about you is all that matters. God's direction for your life is all that matters. Trust him. Trust him. Remember, there was a time where many of you guys who are following God now, there was a time where these people called you crazy. There was a time where these people mocked you for that. And now you see a lot of them are taking notes, taking bits and pieces about you from your life, your characteristics, your traits, and trying to implement it on their life. Doing failed destiny transfers and everything. But you are the crazy one. You are the false one. You are, the failure. So they say. So why are they doing all this if that's the case? That should prove something to yourself, just truly how special and how important you are. And you can't forget that about yourself. That's why you got to wake up every day and be rejoiceful despite the circumstances that's going on. Rejoice. Because if there wasn't anything important about you, if you are not that man or you are not that girl, they would not be doing all of this. They would not be doing all of this. You have to love who God called you to be. You have to love who God has molded you into. You have to love the version of you today that God has helped heal. You have to love this version of you and block all the outside noise out. Because the very people that will mock you today for the new path that you're on, 2 years from now, they're going to be trying to figure out how you did it. And they're going to want to be a part of it. And they're going to start mimicking you. So you can't take what these people say personal. Okay? I love you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.